Good evening. We're going to call this meeting of the Property Committee to order at 5 p.m. We have conducted the opening roll call, and all members are present except for Member Bloomfield. Do we have any appearances by members of the public or county employees?
Chair Abel, we've had no requests this evening.
Thank you. Item 3 on the agenda is the consent agenda. A, approval of the minutes from the May 6, 2025 regular meeting, and B, recommend approval of bills and transfers, if any, to the county board. Is there a motion for approval? Motion by Member Lehman, second by Member Bell. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And that does pass. Next, we'll go to item 4A1, request approval of a master installation agreement with Johnson Controls, Inc. for an emergency generator at 200 West Front Street building. And I will hand it over to Mr. Gaither to tell us more about that. Oh, I'm sorry, I do need a motion first to put that on the floor. Motion by Member Tompkins, second by Member Bell. Mr. Gaither, thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to turn the floor over to Scott Folger, our project manager, as he has been working on this project.
Thank you, Joe. This is a emergency generator for the health department building. The existing unit is 25 years old. We're having a lot of difficulty getting parts when it needs it, and it's long overdue to be replaced. So we're looking at a 30 kilowatt backup system. It will be a Cummins brand generator going in the same location as it is currently.
Thank you very much. Is there any questions from the committee on that item? All right, seeing none, all those in favor of 4A1A, request approval of a master installation agreement with Johnson Controls, Inc. for an emergency generator at the 200 West Front Street building, please say aye. Aye. And any opposed? That does pass. Item 4A1B is request approval of a bid from Messing Roof and Construction for atrium roof repairs at 200 West Front Street building. Can I get a motion, please? By Member Lehman, second by Member Tompkins. Mr. Gaither, back over to you, please.
Thank you. I again will turn the floor over to Scott Fogler for questions on this project.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Unfortunately, the 200 West Front Street building has some leaking atriums. The atrium's on the east and west side. Staff has been unable to use that area for approximately the last 4 months because of water infiltration. We at first thought we were going to have to do major repairs and possibly remove them or replace them, but after discussing with roofing contractors, we believe we can get it sealed and watertight and be able to be usable again. In the past, we did a little bit of groundwork through our department to take care of groundwater issues, and now I think when we seal the top, we'll be back in business and be able to use those again.
Great, thank you very much. Are there any questions from the committee? Member Bell?
I went by there and it seems awful wet on that one side. I know we've had a lot of rain in the last 10 or 12 days, but is everything going to be okay with that one side of the building that I'm talking about, where you guys went in and did the repairs on the lower part of the building?
I do believe it is. Are you talking about the north side of the building, the front corner?
Yes, that would be where the bus stop
Okay.
is.
Yeah. We actually dug all the dirt up there and sealed the building. We also added drain tile to the storm sewer. The heavy rains, it does accumulate, but it is traveling where it needs to now and exiting without going in the building. So I do feel like we have a good handle on it. Sure.
If I could elaborate a little bit more, where the seal plate was on the building, there was a significant gap when we dug down and exposed that, and that was all sealed before we actually put a membrane on the exterior of the building to keep the water from penetrating that area. And in the large rains we've had where we were getting water coming in through the floor of the building, that has stopped completely. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Are there any other questions? Member Lehman?
Thank you very much. Just curious if there are going to be, if you have any sense if there are any additional repairs or sprucing up that might need to happen as a result of this. I saw in the contract that there's a place where, you know, they're going through and making necessary repairs as they pop up, but in order for folks to use that, are we anticipating any kind of follow-on costs or projects to make it livable again?
There's always a potential, but they're going to hose it, basically flood it after they do their work to try and show what a heavy rainstorm would do. They'll obviously, if there's any leaks at that time, they will fix them. The biggest problem that in the past is it was not the right type of sealant used. It needs to be able to flex and expand with the heat and the water, and the caulking that was used does not do that. It just shrunk and stayed that way and allowed all the infiltration. So that will be removed. They will add an aluminum flashing and a sealant. So I have pretty good faith that it'll take care of it, what has been leaking.
Awesome, thank you. So after this is taken care of, the folks who were using that space prior should be able to move right back in? No other ifs, ands, or buts to hold
We'll-
up business?
I'll probably give it a week or two, just to make sure we don't go through the efforts of moving them back in and have a potential problem. But after they do their work in a week or two, I believe they'll be able to move back in.
Sounds good. Thanks for your efforts.
Sure.
Thank you very much. Are there any other questions? All right, seeing none. All those in favor of 4A, 1B, request approval of bid from Messing Roofing and Construction for atrium roof repairs at the 200 West Front Street building, please say aye. Aye. And any opposed? All right, that does pass. Mr. Gaither, would you like to give us highlights of your monthly report and any other business?
Yes, thank you. As I'm sure you're all aware, the Animal Services Building is moving along. It's looking fantastic. Hopefully, some of you will be able to join us on Friday. The flooring, I do know that several of us are really impressed with the flooring out there. It looks fantastic. I was not aware that concrete could be made to look that nice, so if you see me pointing at that and making a big deal, that's why. But so that's a big excitement. Most everything we're doing this time of year is a little bit boring. A lot of our preventative maintenance on our equipment as we start to get into the warm season, getting our chillers up and running and those type of things. But we did complete the Fairview, the rest of the demolition out there, and so that building is ready to start moving towards our next step. So that's a fun one as well. I know we did talk about the flooring last month, so I kind of like the old flooring and stuff, so that's kind of where the concrete comes into play too. So mostly what we've done though, the last month is a lot of just the maintenance on the buildings as far as preventative maintenance on all of our equipment. So yeah, that's we're in phase 2 of the public defenders build, and that's coming along. It looks great up there. So if we get a chance, maybe I think that's on the agenda, isn't it, for Friday? I believe.
All right, thank you very much. I
You're
know
welcome.
I'm really excited to come out on Friday and see all these projects. I'm really looking forward to that. Are there any questions from the committee? Member Lehman?
Just curious, I see a lot of the progression happening in your report with the LED lighting piece, and right now we're in that design process after the engineering is finished. Just curious if you have like an overall estimate on when you would anticipate the LED lighting project to be functional.
I believe we're actually really close. I think we'll have the RFP out probably within the next month, possibly, within the next month. And I don't foresee it being longer than that, but we've actually, with the new type of controls that are available that have actually come out since we started this project, we've looked at those, and so it'll be very innovative. We'll have a lot of accessibility. So yeah, we should start seeing some results. The 200 West Front Street building is our projected first area, and our jail booking area with the mental health portion of that, looking at that area as well. So those will be our first 2 portions of that. So I would look to see the RFP in the next month and moving forward from there.
Awesome, it'll be exciting to see that come through. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Are there any other questions or comments? All right, seeing none. Thank you very much, Mr. Gaither. We will move on to 4B. Mike Steffa, the Director of Parks and Recreation Department. There are no items to be presented for action but would you like to share highlights from your monthly report with us?
Sure, good afternoon. I have nothing, no action items, obviously. One of the things I did want to mention were the new logos. I think you had those in your packets. Want to thank Sarah Vach from the Administrator's Office for helping us out on those. Love to hear any feedback if anybody has any. I think they look really nice. They'll be included in our new brochures and things like that. So, and other than that, I'll be happy to answer any questions about anything else in my report.
Thank you very much. I think the logos look fantastic. I really do like those. I do have a couple questions about the Glassaner Beach.
Okay.
I know it is closed. It looks like it was closed on the 27th. Do we have an estimate on when that issue will be mitigated and the beach reopened?
We are testing tomorrow and hope to get the results back by Friday. And we're hoping the results will come back positive, in our favor, obviously.
Right.
If not, it'll probably be the first of next week, because the Illinois Department of Public Health is closed on the weekends. So, but usually it's a 2-day turnaround. The gentleman that handles the sampling has called us in the past to let us know we can open it instead of just, or he'll email us. So, yeah, we're hoping before the weekend.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for that update. Then the last question I had about the same topic was, with the limits exceeding the safe body contact standards at the beach, does that affect like the fish or the wildlife that's in the water at all? So there's no like safety risk of if someone caught a fish and then took it home and cooked it and ate it or anything?
No.
Okay.
First of all, we don't allow anybody to fish inside the swimming beach. But we have started a couple mitigating items for the E. coli. One of them is, and I was talking to Tony before the meeting here, we did get a handheld laser yesterday from a place called Optics Planet up in the suburbs. It's a very high-powered handheld laser. It's a humane piece of equipment, and it does scare the geese and other wildlife off for some reason. They do not like the laser. I tested it out last night. It worked extremely well. I'm not going to hold my breath until I see long-term results, because we've tried several things in the past, and it'll work for a week or two, and then the geese will get used to it. So hoping that that'll keep going the way we want it to. The other thing we're doing is purchasing a hydrogen peroxide-based liquid. It's called Green Clean Liquid, and it is extremely safe for humans, safe for the environment, aquatic organisms. It's extremely safe, but it does kill the E. coli in the water. So one of our staff members will go down to Williamsville Thursday and pick that up.
Okay, great. With the laser, that doesn't have any impact over like affecting their migratory patterns or anything like that, right?
No,
Okay.
it's just a scare tactic.
Okay. Thank you very much. I think that is all of my questions. Did anybody else? Member Lehman?
Thank you very much. Just curious, on the same topic with the E. coli at the beach, is there any impact to the rest of the lake, to the area? Just looking at the Tri-Shark triathlon coming up, and wondering if there's any impact, since humans will actually be in the water for that.
Yes, the The lake gets tested twice before the actual triathlon. It was tested last week and the counts came back extremely low, very good. It was tested again yesterday. I have not heard yet the results from that. I'm assuming they'll come back low again.
Okay, great. Will it be is like yesterday, the last time that it would be tested before the event?
Yes.
Okay. And then is there, I'm assuming, that there are liability processes in place and that our team is adept at handling, these type of situations, when we've got humans getting in the water and just over the kind of, divide there is potentially the E. coli problem, right? So it's
Yes.
totally separated out.
Yes.
Groovy. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Are there any other questions? Member Tompkins?
I was just gonna ask, the bait shop facility area, is there any plan to get some air conditioning in that section?
Yes, we are. We're gonna enclose, where the bait and the supplies are and leave the back half open, but we're gonna enclose that part and we're gonna do that in-house. Sure.
Thank you very much. Are there any other questions? All right, seeing none, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we will move on to 4C. 1A with Administrator Taylor, request approval of an intergovernmental agreement with Livingston County for use of garage and office facility at 510 Hasselton Drive. I'm not sure if I said that right, in Chenoa. Can I have a motion, please? By Member Tompkins and a second by Member Duffy. And I will turn it over to you, Cassie.
Thank you, Chair Abel. So I explained in my memo on page 22 the need for this intergovernmental agreement. This is a property that is on paper in the name of McLean County, but this was utilized for our Rural Transportation Consortium. McLean County, none of our departments that utilize rural transportation were in need of this facility in its current location, very far north in the county, but our partner county in Livingston County is in need of it. And so they've requested a 2-year lease so they can be looking for something closer to Pontiac. But while they look, they'll have access to store their buses and continue with their transportation services. So we did not want to cause any hardships for any of the counties that were currently in, or previously in the consortium, or currently in a consortium. We wanted rural transportation to be active in all the counties in central Illinois, and so that is the purpose of this lease.
Thank you very much. Sounds like we're doing a great job trying to mitigate any potential gaps in services that could exist from our change in how we're doing rural transportation. So that's great to see. Do any of the committee members have questions or comments? All right, seeing none, all those in favor? Oh, I'm sorry, Member Lehman?
Apologies on not being faster on the draw here. It looks like in the packet that everything that's included really goes into great detail regarding liability and making sure that everything is really clearly lined out. I think I'd probably kick myself, though, if I didn't ask. Are there any concerns at all with a property like this and knowing that it is a function of transportation and others' property being here? Are there any concerns whatsoever regarding liability with this lease contract for the 2 years with Livingston County?
No, not only would Livingston County be responsible for their property on that, but the vendors that they utilize will also have to have insurance and have those processes in place, but that would be between the vendors and Livingston County, so there is no issues, and I would defer to our legal counsel who has reviewed that contract as well.
I would agree.
Thank you for the additional clarity, all, and for all of the clarity that you have done before we came to this moment that's clearly displayed in the packet. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Member Lehman. Are there any other questions or comments? All right. All those in favor of 4C1A, request approval of an intergovernmental agreement with Livingston County for use of a garage and office facility at 510 Hosselton Drive in Chenoa, Illinois, please say aye. Aye. And any opposed? And that does pass. Back to you, Administrator Taylor.
Thank you. I do have one item to present for information. Wanted this committee to be aware and to recognize Mike Steffa. Mike, it's been an honor and a pleasure to work with you here in McLean County. Mike is celebrating his 35th anniversary with McLean County. And so we do have your pin, your 35-year pin. These are rare to pass out. So after the meeting, I'll get with you and present this to you one-on-one. But thank you for all your service, for all your dedication, for all the different roles you've played in McLean County over the years. And it's been a pleasure.
All right.
And that is all I have.
Yes, thank you very much for your service to the county. It's very much appreciated. I'm glad you've been able to build a career out of working with us here, and you seem to enjoy your job since you've been with us that long. So I hope you keep enjoying it, and we can keep doing right to support your department and the work that you're doing.
The plan was just to stay down here for 4 or 5 years and head back north to where I live, but that didn't happen.
We sucked you in. You're welcome. All right, other business and communications, our next meeting date is July 8th at 5 p.m. And we do have that property committee tour this Friday. It's not too late to sign up if you want to join us. We're starting out at 7:45 in the morning, bright and early. So I will see you all on Friday, hopefully, if you can make it. And anybody else have any other business or communications? All right, we will call this meeting adjourned. Thank you very much.